Hi everybody, welcome to my first review video, which I have chosen to start doing as a way to fill my time with something that might be productive. And hopefully my voice will also function as ASMR, but really I just picked that as my username because it's the most searched term on YouTube. So today I'm reviewing this MyMini 7-inch ceramic coated pan. Like I said, it's ceramic coated, which is really special. So you don't have to worry about all the chemicals that come from Teflon. And of course, when you first get anything like this, it's best to wash it with soap just to get off any kind of film that they use during production to keep the pan looking new when you actually get the pan. All right, so this is the pan. This is the attachment that goes to it that controls the temperature. It has off all the way to max. And, you know, you don't see any temperature ratings on there, which would make you think maybe it won't get that hot. Like if it was really about to get real hot when you used it, then why wouldn't they just put temperatures on here? You don't know what temperature it's going to get up to before you start using it. And that's one reason I believe this view could be a benefit to a lot of people that want to have a method to cook things portably if they visit hotel rooms a lot or just don't have the ability to use big items in general. It also comes with a lid, which I hadn't included yet. So you could boil. I'm revealing a secret now that you can boil things in this pan, which was really surprising to me. All right, so how you attach this. I'm using a hand to record this video. So it just slides in there like that. And you push it in there. So the little prongs at the bottom slide in. And then you pull this down and it pushes it up. And this pops under here. And so it securely attaches to here. So suddenly you have a handle for this pan that you're cooking things in. It's very high quality surface. This looks like that blue diamond surface that you'll see on some of the pans in Walmart. The lid has a little hole to let steam out. All right. This is $20. This thing is $20. It barely even cost anything. And suddenly you have a way to cook so many different things or boil water or anything you want to do with just a pan like this. You don't need a special surface or anything. You can cook so many different things with just this little $20 thing that you could carry around with you in a backpack. You could bring this with you in a grocery bag or anything. Just the size is amazing. And the fact that it is so small makes it extremely easy to clean. Here at the hotel, I just get a rag. I wipe it out with a little bit of soap. it gets so clean. I've already cooked in it a few times. I might even just do it on this video just to show you how well this thing works. And so I'll get back to this little temperature thing here. Excuse me, my camera is not that clear, but you can see a little arrow right there on the knob. That's what you use to decide how hot you want this to be. And actually, I do believe I'm going to cook something. Excuse me, I had to wipe off my camera because the camera on this phone is not the best quality. But I'm just going to pop open these eggs. I'm going to cook 2 eggs in this pan. Kind of loud. I'm just going to put this pan on medium. I'm just going to put the eggs in it first and then show you how fast it cooks them. The pan is not on yet. I have not turned the pan on. I want you to see how fast this little thing cooks these eggs. Two eggs. I put the salt on, which this is the best kind of salt actually. You don't need sea salt because that has microplastics, and most of the natural salts have some form of heavy metals, lead, oxidized iron, and other toxins. Seriously, even, I mean, you had to get some really special salt called fleur de sel in order for it to actually not have anything bad in it, but most of it actually does. So this is best because it's just sodium chloride. It's pure sodium chloride. And it has iodine, which most people are deficient in. And you don't really get that from most natural salts. So this just 50-cent container of iodized salt is great. And you can get your minerals from your food or a vitamin. All right, let's get to cooking this thing here. I need to get my little spatula. I'm gonna get the spatula. With this little spatula. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna set this to medium, just right in the middle. You see the arrow? It's right in the middle. And watch how fast this starts cooking. I seriously can leave this video on and the time it's going to take to cook this. I started at 850 and it's already turning white. This shows you how fast this thing heats up. I'm making mine scrambled. So I started at 850. They're already starting to cook. It has been 30 seconds. You hear that? In 30 to 40 seconds, you already hear this stuff searing and bubbling. This is how powerful this little bitty thing is. It is the most effective portable cooking device that I have ever seen. I can't believe it works this well. And at this point, it's up to temperature. These are 2 eggs. after a minute, I'm going to turn this off, and it will carry through enough heat to finish cooking these eggs. That is amazing. They cook perfect, and they're barely sticking to the pan because of how high quality the coating is that they applied to this surface. The eggs are cooked now. It took me 1:50 to cook eggs perfectly in this MyMini pan cooker, which I don't have any affiliate links. I barely even had to turn this thing on, and it cooked this. This is a very helpful thing for your life. If you just don't want to eat cruddy food, if you have a way to plug this in, I'm sure there's some kind of thing to plug in a usual wall charger into your car. You could cook using your car's cigarette charger outlet. Cigarette charger outlet? Is that what I just said? Anywhere that has an outlet, you just plug that thing in. You can cook whatever. All you need is the stuff that you want to cook, and this little bitty thing. It basically doesn't even exist. It's like a cell phone that you can carry around with you that cooks your food for you so fast. And the only thing limiting it is your imagination and the fact that you might not have $20 at the time. But my advice is just get your money up and bring one of these around with you, because if you just go to a grocery store and get some food items that you can cook in this thing, you can save so much money with this versus always having to go to a fast food restaurant or whatever. You could bring ground beef with you and some hamburger buns and get 2 to 3 times as much of 2 to 3 times as much burgers as you would if you went to the fast food restaurant and spent your money there. You just always spend too much when you go to any restaurants these days. Almost places are just too expensive, and that's why this MyMini ceramic cooker that you can just get at Walmart for $20. You'll need to get one of these, which you might already have one, or I think they cost $5, but you'll save so much money in the long run. I can tell this thing, the way it's built, you would save way more money. I think this thing would last years. So my advice is that everybody should have this. Just get your money right, and you can have one of these. But I just love it. And I don't even know what kind of picture I'm going to put for my thumbnail. I guess just a picture of this thing with some eggs in it is going to be my thumbnail. But I hope this convinces you to buy one of these products that I'm trying to sell for no reason other than I think it would really actually benefit you, and I don't get any money off this because I have 0 viewers on my channel other than the people that view my stuff, which somebody might, and you're important too. So don't think I think that you're just non-existent. Everybody who watches this, you're special to me. okay? Like, you're fine. You're a viewer too, and I appreciate you viewing this video about this random little ceramic coated pan. 15 minutes is a good amount of time. It's worth the money. And they have other products too that I think would probably also work super good. So just get this. Even at home, you could use this thing. If you wanted just a little bitty pan to clean out, you don't have to take the pan off, put it in the dishwasher and all that stuff. Put it on the oven, clean the oven. This works on itself. And you just pop that thing back out and clean this thing in the sink with a quick wipe out. Like, this is actually revolutionary. So I'm going to do some more videos, and if you watch this, then thank you, and keep checking back in, where the next thing I will review, you just won't even know what it's going to be. But to find out about a product is not specifically the reason I wanted this channel to exist. It's just because I get bored, and maybe this could be fun for people to listen to. All right, everybody, I'm gonna conclude this one actually. Bye-bye.